Welcome, adventurers, from this plane and beyond to Camaraderie and Shenanigans. Welcome in. We are back after taking a bit of a hiatus due to illness and sicknesses and a lot of stuff going around.
Illness and sickness.
Only the illest around here.
Except the first one, I wasn't actually sick. I was just maybe sick. And then the other one, I was actually sick. So compounded. Yeah, thank you. Welcome to our show. I am Rusty.
And I'm still Zach.
But he's showing a lot of chest hair, and that's all that matters.
I couldn't bother to get out of work attire today. I couldn't bring it.
I mean, at least you're wearing
myself.
a cool Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, he works as a gigolo.
Yeah, 100%. Call me. I'll pimp you out.
We've got that on record. Somebody clip that.
I don't give a shit. Anarchy in the Phalanx. Speaking of, let's jump right into it. I don't think we have any super major announcements, so
Sorry, I just had to...
he has to do it every
And
week.
Shenanigans!
Without further ado, please sit back, relax, grab a snack, and get ready for Camaraderie and Shenanigans! Welcome in. Previously,
That's lost in my shirt.
on whatever this group's name wants to be.
We're the same ones. It's a fact.
Noobs is here, guys. We have to be good
Rat
Nice.
pack.
Rat wins.
Rat wins.
Obsidian Pack.
I kind of like rat wins, actually.
I don't like rabbits.
Rat wins, rat
I like
wins.
rat wins.
It's like the trade wins.
Oh,
But
the rat wins bomb.
Not up to code.
That's gotta
I'm
come
now
out.
Maverick has now renamed the tavern at the base the Rat Wins.
To the rat wins.
The rat wins, yes.
Previously on the Obsidian Wins journey
That's who we are.
for right now, we find ourselves at the edge of the Deadland Bogs.
No, we're pretty deep.
You
from what I
were
remember.
accosted and attacked by these emaciated frog-like creatures with these massive swelling eyes that seem to burst, pushing out these parasites or disease-ridden, I don't know, fuzzy stuff at you guys. I made them. I can unmake them.
Where's your stuff, guys?
With a very learned professor realizing that these are Boskas, some of the more common enemies that you might find in the Deadland Bogs.
Common. Fuck.
Yeah.
What kind of loot did they drop?
Common.
Emaciated corpses. This is... No, it is an RPG. This is not a video game RPG.
Okay.
Get over it.
Quick.
But I want something purple.
I mean, their blood's purple.
Ew.
There you go.
I had enough of that, thank you.
Yeah.
I carry blood around with
Drink
me.
it.
You guys don't know this, but I have several vials of blood.
Whose blood is it?
I have Gesh's blood.
Ooh. Oh, I do too.
Good, I was banking
I have
on
some
that.
other stuff too. Like that thing we fought a long time ago. I have his blood.
That was
That
specific.
thing.
Then what happened, Dominic?
You guys made your way out of it,
Like,
though Ranguin
through that.
kind of was up and down through a number of moments in that fight, realizing how deadly these creatures are, especially on the ground.
I saved her. Very heroic.
Yeah, very heroic.
Taking your last final stand, the bulk of you on what remains of a rowboat was trapped on a rock. You stood your ground and destroyed the last of the Bosca, and decided to find a place to rest the fuck up. During this time, some strange anomalies began to occur amongst those of you in the party. Ranguin started humming jauntily to herself and singing as she spoke, kind of randomly and probably inappropriately at times, considering the
trapped in
scenarios that you guys found yourselves in. And the professor's shadow pulled a full Peter Pan and started gesticulating wildly while still being attached.
Started killing children when they got older.
And,
Started gesticulating.
but you only know it's the professor's shadow because it does still flip off Kylus.
Checks out.
Checks out. I believe you guys found an area nearby where some of the canopy of trees began to thicken a little bit further. You found a space to sit down for a while. large mound of a hill with multiple trees nearby. Gave you a bit of cover from behind, a bit of a vantage point if you wanted to sit up top. And you guys were just starting to get into your short rest. So,
I believe
Anything called love?
we were keeping some watch as well.
yeah, you guys can kind of re-establish.
Fine doing it, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys had like established it beforehand. I did not write down who was going to take
I
it.
don't think we did.
Yeah.
I think I volunteered for the first watch, but in retrospect, I'm pretty fucked up, so I'll let Carlos do it.
And this can, like, as you guys are getting ready for a potential long rest, you can take a short rest as part of this as well. To regain spell slots, regain HP.
Yeah, I think the plan is just to chill, but still have one of us kind of aware and looking around.
Yeah, until I can get my house ready, and then that's when we'll start the long rest.
I'm technically okay. I've just lost maximum hit
Yeah,
points.
but you're still at full HP.
Yeah. 69.
Nice. I'll never touch it. You're invincible.
I can't get hurt ever again.
Plot armor. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
I'm reading through my spellbook. I know I can get us safe. Come on, guys, just give me an hour,
Okay.
more or less.
1 hour. During this downtime, I don't assume anyone's falling asleep, right? We're all kind of just like resting, hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay.
How now?
I'm gonna go find Phil.
What are you up to, Phil?
Probably just sitting, catching my breath, trying to see if I have a book on any of this shit that I happen to have on me.
As you're getting an opportunity to kind of closely examine yourself, you notice like some of the veins on your body are like stretched tight against your skin and are turning black, just due to the sapping of your own personal life force, and whatever pulse seems to kind of push through your body, it like can't make its way through these areas. Like the veins are blocked off.
That's rad.
He's so backed up.
Not after poop cruise.
God.
Well, Phil, you
That's our
look like
sponsor
shit.
today.
This is not sponsored.
Thank you, Kylas. I feel like shit.
I'll kind of like plop down next to him and like rest like my one hand on it and like use kind of him to like, ugh. Okay.
As he kind of does that, you see like along the bits of like his forearm, he also has similar blackened veins.
Well,
Oh, his actual arm. Sorry.
Yeah.
The ones that's there.
Yeah. I assumed.
we're in it now. We're not really getting out of it. And I suppose that's my fault. Partially. Not entirely.
I would
Am I close
love...
enough to chuckle?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are all kind of close together.
I would love to see the mental gymnastics that you need to do to absolve yourself of fault in this scenario.
Well,
You'll find it.
what if I didn't? We're in the shit. And I'm sorry. But I don't think you and I can continue the way we've been the entire time we're in here if we want to live.
That's a fair point. The admittance of fault is a good first step.
Agreed. Well, now I'm going to do what I do best and convince you that this is a good idea. I just want you to think about what we could accomplish if we do succeed here. This place has been locked in eternal war. For how long?
As long as it's existed, I think somewhat similar at least to the elemental planes as far as I'm aware.
Yes. I do believe so. So, with those similarities, when I see a solution, and albeit it might be a crazy one, but I might see it because I'm an outsider, because I haven't lived here or grown up here. But that cauldron, if it really can give us those names, it presents an opportunity for you, your family, Renguin, everyone to rise to a station that could place an everlasting peace here. With those names, you could keep all of them in check. You could become an arbiter of the Feywilds. Leverage on all of them to keep the peace, or else. And it would be in good hands with you and your family and Renguin. But it would also put you all in danger.
Danger's my middle name.
Throughout this entire endeavor, not just even coming back here, but before I left, I've never thought or been one to think about station. I'm not sure if that's exactly a... That's never been something that I outright want. But I do see your point. However, in my eyes, there is only one name that I care about. And it's with that one name that I would hope to end the fighting.
Well, speaking from experience, I'll say that if you do get only one name, you use it. That kingdom falls. There's new territory to claim. New fights to be made. They might not be fighting now, but when opportunity arises, it brings out the worst in people.
Are we all nearby? Are we all like kind of?
I'd say there's an
Is this
aspect of
like
this
a-
where like
Pretty close.
these are close, quieted conversations. They're kind of like just speaking to each other. It's not something where you're overhearing it per se, but you can see them that they are conversing about something. Yeah.
We didn't like go anywhere.
Yeah, you didn't leave the space.
Yeah, God forbid we do that.
Please split the party.
No. Not here, not here.
That's a first. Well, perhaps I can learn a thing or two from you about taking these opportunities. You seem to be one to quite easily do so.
When it suits me. Well, just keep this in mind when we're making our way through here. That this could lead to something great and good. And that we're not just in hell.
I'm at least open to the consideration. I think it wholly depends on how this all plays out once we get to wherever this blasted cauldron is.
When he says that, on the back of the, from behind him, approaching on the bark of the tree, is his shadow, and it like manifests a cauldron and stirs it, and it blows up in his face, and he passes out.
Thanks.
Is that foreshadowing?
Ominous.
He makes a little hand dog puppet.
Well, worst comes to worst, and I'll start getting up and kind of use a shoulder again. You got me, and well, I can handle it.
You're really milking this one-armed business.
Yep. Hold on. So sore from carrying all of you in that fight. See you later, Uncle.
Well, it would be nice to just, float in the air and not get sprayed with a bunch of necrotic acid blood.
But did you see what I did down there? I tricked them into not using that acid blood on me.
Again, couldn't see much through blood in face.
Mixed vision.
I'd avoid that next time.
I'll get right on that, Kylis. Thank you so much for your, as always, welcome advice.
Get some rest.
You as well.
No, mosey off.
Frogdance focusing furiously on his book.
No, not that one. Do
What do you got here? I know you had kind of sat down with Nalana for a moment, and she's been like collecting herself as well, having also been thoroughly thrashed in that fight.
Did she get any like residual effects or?
Isn't she one of the ones that's diseased?
Not that you can tell. Most of like the retaliation of that blood effect that was reducing like max HP had a lot to do with melee, she is often an archer.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh, no, I don't believe so. She's
Okay.
not having.
I thought she was.
I don't think so. I don't have.
I thought it
marked
was
down.
her, Rangwin, and Frogman.
Yeah, in terms of not being able to regain HP and shit.
I didn't get that.
Oh, she might.
What?
I don't have it down here.
Down that. I don't know.
Make that canon.
Make it again.
I should take better notes.
No, I didn't. He didn't tell me I got sprayed. I didn't get sprayed with any of the HP.
This isn't from the
stuff, right?
blood. This is from something else.
Okay.
It was because you got dragged into the water. It was the water that did it.
The water made me sing, but I don't think it did anything to my max HP.
Because there were 3 attacks.
There's also some
total.
things I can't explain to you yet either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
in
I
terms of
didn't. My
mechanics.
max HP didn't go down. Is
No,
that correct?
but
No.
what you and I got exposed to was a retaliatory attack. That doesn't decrease our maximum HP. We are like fucking diseased, or no, we're cursed, is what he told us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
just
that we
pull it
can't
up
regain
here.
HP,
Oh, we can't.
not via long resting.
Yeah,
Potions
that was the
only.
thing. It was the curse.
Okay.
Curse of Rot.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Yeah, 'cause
can't
that
like
was what you
drink a
discerned while you guys were
potion, or
starting
we
to
can't
rest.
magically, or we can.
No.
I thought it was we couldn't magically regain it.
I got
we
you.
can-
I got you. Don't
okay.
worry.
I think
It's we can't regain via resting.
Okay.
We can regain via other means, but it's halved.
Understood. Okay.
Yes. So as of right now, no non-magical healing can function. So you can heal yourself via cure wounds, potions, things of that nature. A short rest won't heal you, and a long rest won't heal you.
Okay.
And
Unless
she doesn't have it, but like probably something like not action surge. Second wind probably wouldn't work then either.
Yeah, second wind kind of isn't necessarily like
Magic.
by nature. It's kind of like I'm just gonna toughen myself up real quick and just ignore it.
You can get hard.
Yeah. Which
Lord.
yeah, because it's a non-magical means, so I would say second wind, things
Yeah.
like that wouldn't work. Yeah, I didn't have it marked down who was cursed. I was kind of wanting to make sure everyone.
None of us were.
Clearly. Yes. There's some other things as well, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Burn that bridge when we
Let's not
get
get
to it.
there.
I will say that while we are resting here, I'm going to remove my bracers of archery and put on my necklace of adaptation.
Ooh, okay. So you can breathe regularly, no matter what environment you find yourself in.
Oh, nice. That's
Like being
actually
dragged underwater.
Like being dragged underwater, yes. Or anything else that may pop up in the Deadland Bar.
So Nalana, pumped you came with us or what?
I will be if I live through it.
Yeah.
I will be if I live through it.
How's our dragon buddy?
Looks over. He's rolled over. Half of his, like the top of his head is just like buried into whatever muddy grass is in the area, and his tongue is just like hanging out to the side. He's just. And she just kind of looks down, and is like, God, it's nice being an idiot.
So majestic.
He seems fine. I don't think he got affected by much things. He may be small, but he is still a fucking dragon. And they are strong and durable and can fight off a lot of different things.
So whose name are you going for?
At the cauldron?
I mean, that's what we're doing, isn't it? Going...
Fuck. I mean, I know that's what their plan is. I'm kind of along to kind of see what happens. I'm not really...
Yeah, but if you could get a name, which name would you go for?
I mean, just any name?
Well, I think that name has some kind of power.
I mean, in terms of how I understand a true name to work, if you can pull that from the cauldron, I mean, you have absolute control over whoever it is you have. You can make them do anything, be anyone, change them in any way you wish. And who knows what other ungodly levels of power you probably shouldn't be holding on to. But if I could have one, maybe the president of Tonkton. What's up?
I put the wrong overlay up.
Oh.
So you two are switched.
It's fine. I'll play Ringwin.
You be Ringwin, I'll be Kylus. My name's Kylus. Just kidding.
Fucking nailed it.
My sister.
biceps?
Guys, I'm honestly okay.
It's
just
more
watching
about
this.
abs, all right?
Guys, enjoy. Welcome back.
Taunton? I never knew you had been to Taunton.
I don't usually go there. Yeah, the president's a corrupt asshole. What government official isn't, right? But
I didn't know you were so political.
I'm not. I'm more anti-politics. And it's not something that I'm more in the laws of nature. Shocker, I know. But they're unbiased. They don't have a plan. It's not to some greater means. It is just to thrive and survive, and I think there's something honest about that. And not inherently malicious. But then you dive deeper into the Fae, who are also tied to the nature and are actively malicious and liars, and so I don't really know. I don't have someone close to me, but if I could get him to bend a knee, I mean, you could take down that entire city. One person could take down that entire city just by controlling him.
Well, I hope you get it.
I'm not going to be trying.
It's pretty boring. I'm not going to lie, Alana. Your answer was boring, but...
My answer was boring. I would want to take down an entire metallic metropolis that is bent on
More alliteration.
destroying the
Denizens.
denizens. Thanks, Frogdan. You should probably focus on your book, though.
Oh, sorry.
I'm adding an hour. I know he's elected, but let's be honest. How often are they really elected by the populace?
Right?
The voting machines are rigged.
Yeah. Well, and then the Obscura. I've never seen more sketchy people in my life. They're supposed to be mages protecting the balance of magic, but they're allowed to cast Seventh Circle. And they're all at his beck and call. If you had the president, you'd have the entire Obscura too.
That sounds fun.
An army of mages.
See, I grew up in a place where everyone is so fucked up all the time that it's kind of hard to get perspective when I'm out there. It just kind of feels like that's what everything is. Whether you're in the place where Kylus is from, windy place, or here, or Tonkton, or... Lumensis seems pretty chill, but that's because they have Nesta now.
I feel like no matter where you go in life, there's always someone trying to take advantage of others.
And you don't like that, do you?
That's why I've hunted the Fae. They took advantage of me, my family. I don't so much track them anymore, but I definitely know how to keep away and keep myself safe from them. If I needed to know where they are or how to find them, I'm capable, but at a certain point when you start dealing with queens of courts, there's only so much I can do. I'm good at hunting a unicorn, right? I'm good at hunting a satyr or a dryad. Things like that. Fairies. Easy to spot.
Well, now you know how to hunt fucked up frogs.
And aren't I better for it?
We're really growing, you and I, here in this place.
Yeah. She takes a swig out of her watering skin.
It's like she just chug a beer.
Well, and I'll slap her on the back a little too hard.
I'm at 13 HP.
Make that 12.
As soon as Frogman gets this fucking house up.
Whenever it's convenient for the plot. I think it's convenient.
You suddenly are able to cast a spell. But in
Finish
that
jotting
moment,
some
for
shit.
those of you who have some of the higher passive perceptions, you all hear it. Rangwin, that's you. Holy shit. With a 20. I totally forgot.
I have a 19 to my passive.
Yeah. Wait, why don't... I don't know why I have it written down as 20 then.
Maybe I had something going at one point that gave me an extra boost.
Yeah, you kind of look up off in the distance, and again, you have a large canopy overhead, but you see flapping rapidly along this path is a small cluster of about 5 or 6 of these flying... Their body is like that of a molded fleshy eye. A singular massive pupil in the center, slitted like a reptile's eye. And what normally would look like wings is actually designed, rather than that of a bat, it looks like rib cages are open. And the sinew and tissue in between is what stretches through it. And where it would normally connect, just one giant tongue is lolling out beside it as it flies past these 2 massive talons on its feet, flying past.
Thanks, I hate it.
What's those creatures in Lord of the Rings that like Legolas spots?
Oh, the bat things.
Yeah,
That look like a cloud.
yeah.
But then it's just
Crabmire
a
from
shit ton
Dublin.
of them. Yeah.
I never know what he says. I'm just like, sounds like Crabmire from Dublin.
So,
Or Dublin.
2 options. We can admit that we're spotted and hide in my house, or we can try to fucking hide right now.
House.
Okay.
Before that happens, I would like all of you
House.
to make me a stealth check, please. You too.
2.
Unless you're not stealth.
My
Oh.
dice.
When would I ever pass up a chance to use
Snuff nibbling.
camouflage?
Yeah.
No.
Remember, you all have
20.
heroic inspiration.
I got a 27.
I mean, I'm not surprised on that one. Oh, I got to roll for Nilana, who also has advantage, which is good. That was a 6, and that was a 4.
24.
24. 20.
7.
22.
22.
13.
I mean, 13. That's still...
It's not bad for the professor.
It's not bad for the professor.
It's not bad for full plate.
Nilana did not do terribly well.
No.
But she did good enough.
At this point, should we just let her die?
I'll just hold on to her and hide her. Under my invisibility cloak.
This is where I go.
Yeah, honestly, you could just pull that shit up.
Okay, since she failed that, can I hide her under my invisibility cloak because I heard her make a noise or something?
Sure. I'll set it as a disadvantage from what they might see or not.
Okay.
I'll minus a number from it. I just need to look at my skills.
And the number is -5.
Okay.
So they get a plus.
These things are just an eye. Like, how can they be at seeing things?
It's only one eye. No dimensionality.
Well, they certainly can't smell us.
You don't know where their nose is.
I do.
It's at the tip of the tongue, like a snake.
Ugh.
But a moment goes by. You catch the occasional once more. They land in some of the trees, kind of right above you guys, and like snarl and like bite at each other. One of them kicks and claws the other one in the eye, and that one flaps away. Some of them disperse, and about a minute goes by before they carry on.
The fuck?
So, house?
Please.
House.
I mean, you describe it, please.
I like to imagine it's like a bunch of bricks like rolling out and building itself.
Amazing.
That's how I was imagined
I
Calder's
just
Tower.
thought that a portal opened up and just.
It's just a trailer. It is a mobile home.
Yeah.
No,
Can it be a taco truck?
as much cooler as all of those would be, it's essentially, it's like a reverse earthquake. As you might imagine a controlled demolition kind of dissolving a building, instead it has that cloud of dust in one's erected.
Kind of like shakes into position.
I love a good erection.
Sturdy one.
Yeah. Ain't nothing gonna soften that
How
one.
big is it?
It's
Big
actually, I
erection.
printed a mini. It's in the other room. I can bring it, but it's I think we decided 200 square feet.
Yes.
So a decent sized room,
Okay.
a singular room, circular, that has little. It's kind of shaped like a singular turret of a castle.
Okay.
It's very reminiscent of the homes that you found in Hava Hollow.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little more sturdy.
Okay. Could I fit my arm out the window?
Uh,
The turret thing, or is it more?
Yeah,
of a...
yeah. So it has
Archery holes.
a singular kind of stone arched entrance, and everything else is pretty solidly sealed. But there is a ladder that goes to a trap door inside that you could, I guess, open up for air if you wanted.
Okay.
But more strategically, you can climb up there to have essentially like a half-covered balcony
Okay.
kind of thing.
Okay. Cool.
You guys huddle inside. I would say at this point you guys have taken a short rest.
Nice.
So those of you
So
who
we don't
regain
get
certain abilities, for those of you who are currently cursed,
I get everything back.
you do not regain HP. The decrease to your max HP also does not come back after the short rest. So we'll see what will trigger that.
I will cast my Tasha's Bubbling Cauldron again. I try to make the cauldron envision the cauldron that we're seeking, and see if I can pour any additional potions out.
You do?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Roll me percentile dice.
Yeah, baby.
Oh shit. Oh
You
shit.
can't spy on the cauldron. The cauldron will spy on you.
At least we got a short rest.
85.
Okay.
It's pretty up. God damn. It's had it really good early.
And I try to pull out my 5 greater healings that I would normally pull out and see if I can pull anything additional out as the cauldron is kind of in its natural terrain.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I got my
pull out-
five
you
my
pull out
5
the
graders.
regular healings,
Anything
yeah.
else that I'm able to get from it?
Yeah, let's get...
How does the spell work? I've actually never
Yeah,
read the spell.
I'm not familiar with this one.
Yeah, so it's a new one.
Yeah.
Um,
Hence my unfamiliarity.
yeah, so it's a 6th level spell, and I can pull out 5 uncommon potions. They have to be, I believe, all of the exact same type of potion. But so if I wanted to get enlarge potions or resistance potions or whatever I could, or greater healings are uncommon. And since healing is needed right now, so I will summon this cauldron out, and I just reach my hand in and I'm able to pull out vials. And then mechanically, the vials last until I cast the spell again.
Okay.
So how do you get something extra from it?
Because I'm in a spooky place.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. That wasn't part of the spell. You were just asking.
There was a part of me that was like, oh, neat. I didn't know they could just like randomly generate potions. I'm like, that's really fun.
Yeah.
I'm in
Very
a
fey.
spooky place.
You're in a
Yeah,
spooky
I was like, I wonder if
place.
there's like a 5% chance to pull something like really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Maybe.
No, nothing extra comes out. You're envisioning that greater. You're envisioning those healing potions, and you do end up pulling out 5 of them.
Okay, nice. I'll hand 2 to you. Keep 3 for myself.
Yay!
All right. This is
Frogman,
our rest.
That was kind of low-key fucking awesome.
Thanks. I guess I didn't show you. I've done it a couple times. I just kind of do it privately.
Off screen.
Yeah. Appreciate it. It's just magic.
You just fucking... Dude, I love you.
Wow.
Well,
Cheers.
I don't think I tell you that enough, Frogman.
Oh, thanks. I love you too. Hey, and if we die
Oh, we're gonna
tomorrow, yeah,
die. Yeah.
I'm just know that I'm sad that Wolfie died first, and
God damn.
I couldn't be dying with someone more thematically appropriate.
Seems like an appropriate response to my pouring my heart out to you, but now I'll just pour this potion down my throat. Thank you, Frogman.
Cheers.
These are the greater healing,
yeah.
These are great.
So it's maxed out.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
if
It's
we get it
maxed
maxed,
out.
it would be 20.
which you take 20 points of damage.
What?
What?
You take 20 points of damage.
Just by drinking one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You take 20 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I would have been drinking at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Why can't I?
Okay.
Is your number locked? No.
I'm doing it. I hear you. Move on.
So that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, you suddenly feel just like something rupture in your throat, and blood immediately starts to fill inside your mouth, and you just spit out the potions, both of you.
I shouldn't have been coy. I love you too. I swear I do.
Single over!
You know, ever since we first met, you were my Shenan buddy. I know we were playing tricks on the professor, and then we were playing tricks on people.
You
and
guys
then we
see them
drifted
just like
apart.
vomit blood from chugging these potions suddenly.
Frogman, I love you, and I hate it here.
No, I think I made a bad
Let's
batch.
put the potions
What
away.
is happening?
I drank potions I made yesterday, but only like an hour ago I drank it and it was fine. And I try to make new potions now, and I shouldn't have told them that I was channeling the essence of the bog, because now they're twisted and tormented.
You rolled pretty
Professor.
high on that percentile, guys.
In a good way.
I never said
Professor, do you think that if I drink Ankeg acid, it'll have the opposite effect?
No, I don't think so.
Nalana approaches and kind of like looks at the potions that you had pulled and looks them over and just... It's Fey tricks. These are potions of poison. They look almost identical to a regular potion of healing.
It probably has to do with them being made inside the bog. The ones that you made
I have
yesterday.
2 that I didn't make here. Should I try to drink one? I could die.
Yeah, go for it.
P.S. I could...
I mean, you said that you had one that you made yesterday outside of here, and you were fine.
Yeah, I drank it like an hour ago.
Um,
It was great. Right after I killed those froggies, I just fucking downed them.
let me see it first.
I'll hand it to him.
I'll go over to Alana and ask for help in deciphering this.
Sure, she'll assist you in a medicine check.
Can
I'll
I
go to Kailas
assist
in a second,
her
too.
In a medicine?
Can you hurry up? I think it's gonna
No,
come
I
out the
can't.
other end.
You swallowed it when it burned your throat.
I was panicking.
She ain't no
I can't
bitch.
help her. I'm just gonna have her.
Oh my god.
I mean, you can help her.
We're all gonna die here.
I'm gonna push it.
I am going to get a little more loosey-goosey with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because we're all gonna
Make yourself-
die.
And you're a hyper-intelligent individual as well.
Okay.
But she is the one with proficiency. She actually has a great bonus to it. So
I only have +1. so.
discerning. Oh, she'll be fine. But let's see. Yeah, she got a 22. 16 plus 6. As she's looking over the potion that you handed over, she's like, "Yes, this is a regular potion of healing."
I grab it out of her hand.
Yeah, understand.
I look at her and I go, if I die,
You're not gonna die. I've
But if
looked it
I
over.
do-
But if you do,
I'm gonna be pissed off.
Okay. That's valid. Which potion is this?
It's my potion, just a regular potion of healing.
Regular potion of healing?
Yeah.
And you chug it?
Yes.
Okay. How much is that?
It would be 10 if it's maxed out.
10. You heal 10 points.
A full 10.
Yeah, she heals a full 10.
Okay, I have one more. I'm going to do the same.
Yeah. You heal a full 10.
Okay, so you undid what the poison did.
I take out like a little handful of potions because I have an insane amount. Surprisingly.
How many you got?
A lot.
How much is a lot?
I have 8 regular healing potions, a 6 greater.
Oh my god!
Fucker never gets hit.
I've literally never used a potion throughout this campaign.
That's so funny.
I gotta change that.
Kylus.
Do you take them out and
Yeah,
give them
I'll be
to us?
like,
Thank
here,
you.
why don't you just take 2 of those and 2 of these?
How long have you had these?
I don't know. I think like I got some in Voxstrom.
Frogman, if you hadn't asked about the connecting to the cauldron, you would have just pulled out regular potions.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
I know, but I was like, roll percentile. But I was like, if he rolls really high, they're gonna be potions of poison.
Okay, so what have you given me?
I'll give you 2 greater, and I'll give you 4 regular.
Because there's
potions.
literally in the book potions of poison which look identical to a healing potion.
And I'll give Frogman the same.
Until further
Nice.
inspection.
How many
so
of each?
if I take 2
2
greater,
That'd be
and
40.
4
Okay.
regular.
That'd be 40
So
healing.
that would be 80 total. I don't need the full 80. Okay.
and you gave
so
me 4 of the other ones,
4
yeah?
regular ones.
So I'll just take 2 of those. So I'll still have
There's my
what I
inventory.
started with, which is 2 regular healing potions.
4. Okay. So Kylus,
That leaves me with my 2 more regular. Wait, fuck! I gotta get rid of 1 more.
Deadlim bogs. Gets really fucked in the Deadlim bogs.
So
Kylus, once you're done with
don't
inventory
have that effect
management,
where we can't
Yeah.
heal all the way.
So you can't heal all the way by
Okay, got it.
natural means, but these are considered
any
magical.
other but
Yes.
magical. Understood.
I have a proposition for you.
I'm all ears.
You're pretty strong, right?
Situationally, yes.
One would say in combat kind of untouchable.
I don't want to put that out there.
Regardless, your vitality is fucking awesome, right?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think Frogman is in love with
I
you.
think so too. ChatGPT agrees.
It's true.
Was it already apparent?
Here's what I'll say. I have this scroll. It's Greater Restoration. You see how the professor looks like half his life essence is sucked into a fucking shadow all of a sudden?
The shadow dodges it.
Maybe I should give him a potion.
But that's the thing, is he just looks like a shell of a man, not damaged.
I'm right here.
We're all in this little room. And I'm using my outdoor voice.
Professor, he's not wrong. You look like a big pile of shit.
Yeah, I mean, you look nice. But
I'm
Tried
free.
to tell you earlier.
You did, and I agreed.
I didn't contest this.
But anyways, I could also try to use it on. I was gonna use it on him to kind of restore him back to some kind of masculinity.
Jesus Christ.
At first, I was very keen on the idea, but now I'm not sure if I actually want this.
Conversely, I could also spend it on myself and then give these potions all to Renguin, right? Because I think this restoration could maybe remove my curse. Option C. I have a spell. It's kind of vampiric.
Nalana covers her ears. I just don't want to hear it.
You could rest up, right?
I don't like where this is going.
So
I like where this is going.
I have no idea where
It just
we
dawned
are
on me.
or where we're going.
I could use this scroll to heal up Professor.
I like where this is going so far.
We could use all of these potions purely for Rangwin.
I think I gave Ringo a lot of potions.
I'll give her all of mine too.
They tasted so good.
All I need from you
Raspberry puree.
is just a little bit of life essence.
Do it! Do it! Kylan!
Oh my god.
Do it.
Like, I might have to deal approximately 100 damage to you.
You'll be fine. He's your best friend.
This is... I think we should sleep on it.
But that's the thing, if we sleep on it, it'll take my tomorrow's energy. I want to take my tonight's energy.
To take my life force, right?
Yeah, because then you can sleep on it and heal up. That's mechanics meets roleplay. That's D&D.
Best of both worlds.
Don't know
Back
what
to
you're
me.
saying.
Also, maybe you could give a potion or two to my friend, Nalana.
I just got these from Kylus. Ask Kylus.
I'm running real low.
And also, she could sleep and heal it up.
No, she's cursed.
Give her...
don't
Here's
care.
one.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll give her one. I only have 2 left after this.
Which kind?
The regular.
I give her 3 regular potions.
Okay, so
I have these 3 graders I just pulled out of the cauldron.
I take them and I smash them on the ground.
And they shatter.
And the floor is gone.
It just burns right through the ground.
I go up, trapdoor.
It's poison, not acid.
So what do you say, buddy? Old pal.
Take one for the team. I gotta say, 30 points of healing, she's 10 away from max.
Yay!
I have to say, I have always been a fan of your crazy ideas.
All right, just close your eyes. It'll be over soon.
And now is not the time, I guess, to pull away from that. So, just don't go killing me, all right?
Okay, small side note. This is kind of mundane and not as fun. It's going to take me another hour to prep the spell.
All right.
And we're ready.
All right.
I'll enjoy my life. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Wow, that hour went quick.
Close your eyes.
Silence.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm not going to close my eyes for this.
All right.
Can I sing something while they're...
I don't know if you have a choice.
You've been singing this whole time.
Yeah, like as you're thinking, like it's
I keep
been
thinking I
very
should
like
just start singing,
like,
but I don't want to take away
when you
I-
vomited your poison, you're like, like all came out. It was like auto-tuned vomiting.
Amazing.
Please sing something through this.
So I will cast the concentration spell, Vampiric Touch. And as I do that, this kind of dark wave passes over me. It is straight from the Shadowfell. It is Necrosis incarnate. I see you. I recognize. Maybe that's not the best. And I'll swap that out
His neck starts to grow
for
long man.
a fire that consumes life instead. So I'm gonna be just grabbing onto you.
Fire. That's great for you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna grab onto you, both your hands if you'll allow it.
Both my hands.
Bludgeoning
Only got
force.
one.
That's
Wow, way to be extremely insensitive.
I'll just both my hands on your one, and in my hands will start just burning, and I'll just grasp onto you. As every 6 seconds, I'll do 3d6 fire damage to you and heal half of it. Do you want me to roll that, or do we want to just go until I've dealt 100 damage to him?
Okay, yeah.
And
100
while this
damage.
is happening, Rangwin is singing, I said maybe.
And that's enough we can do for copyright.
You're singing talk over it a little bit. You can do a bit of the song. Kylus, as those flames are kind of like taking over and you're feeling that burn and you just kind of like breathe through it. In that darkness, as you're kind of looking in there, someone presents themselves. An individual with darkened, charcoaled skin, these burning, flaming embers in their eyes, roiling streaks of red hair, a muscular form, built larger. You don't know who this person is.
That's my ex.
Yeah. No, you're not familiar with this individual. And they're not here, they're just underneath the lids of your eyes. And he grips a blade in one hand. The call of flame summons me. And a rumbling underneath your feet. You can feel it. You're there. You're on the plane of fire. As the city of Brass has been engulfed in a volcano. And at the peak of it, with a blade in the ground, as magma flows from underneath his feet, covering the city, and in his other hand, he holds by the neck a flaming gin and snaps it. Two more to go. And you come back to this moment as the spell ends and you reach the point that you've been trying to reach.
How do you feel?
Sweat is like beating down his face.
You look worse than the professor.
Yeah, but he just took my life force, so...
Honestly, much appreciated. I feel great.
I'm glad, Mr. Nan.
You're still like dying.
Still choking on blood a little bit.
Yeah. Let's not do that again, right?
Okay, until next short rest or so.
Yeah. No.
Binding contract! What the fuck am I saying?
Yeah.
All right, now help him.
No, it's okay. Do you want a different element next time? Whatever makes the experience more satisfying.
No, at least the fire's warm.
Okay. Sorry. It'll be better. Well, no, we're not gonna have to do it next time. You're right. Anyways, this is kind of some Nesta-y shit, but I'll cast Enhance Ability Intelligence on myself so that I could try to read this spell scroll. Or should I do Wisdom? I'll do Intelligence. It's my spell casting.
What circle is it in?
5th?
You're more than capable of casting this.
Oh, sick. Even though it's not on my spell list?
Yeah, so the ruling on spell scrolls, at least for me, how I like to run them, the only time you have to make a check is if it's outside a circle of ability that you would normally be able to cast.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick, no doubt.
Even if it's from a different spell list. Yeah. You can still read this inscription, you're familiar with the circle, boom, you've summoned it.
Okay. I'm sorry I was kind of mean to you. It was in fun and games.
Appreciated.
Yeah. All right. Get swole.
Get swole.
I'll cast Greater Restoration
Get
on
swole.
it.
Okay. Hit him with Greater Restoration, and your maximum HP has been resolved.
Nice. All right. No one ever get cursed by that shit before, because that was our only scroll of that.
You know,
Yeah.
I find myself thinking I would be dead without you guys, but also probably not in a position to get dead without you guys.
Glad you're here.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Everything has to have a balance, you know?
So I'm not cursed,
No, you're not cursed.
so I will second wind.
Yeah, you're fine.
What does that mean?
He can recover HP by normal means. His he wasn't suffering the effects of a curse. His maximum HP was just being reduced, which a Greater Restoration can heal.
Okay, so he got rid of the curse, essentially. Or the thing that was keeping him
his
from
hexy
healing.
shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
hexy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it one more time.
Let's post
in
up
here
some
forever
guards
and never leave?
and take a rest.
All right. You guys start getting ready to take your watches for the evening, settling yourself in, and we are going to go into a break. And we'll be
Nice.
back momentarily with everything that's going to happen at night.
Ugh.
Oh,
Did that
It'll be
fire person
fine.
look familiar at all?
No,
Okay.
no, you've never seen anyone like that.
Would he
Who's
look
next to
familiar to the professor and Wolfgang?
Maybe if he was described to you guys, yes.
uh-oh.
A little backlash from downtime activities. All right, we will be back momentarily.
Let's do it.
And welcome back. What? I've duped you all. Welcome back, Brittany, at the table.
I've been here the whole time.
The whole time.
Read and weep, Sam. All right, Kylus,
Yes.
as you settle down to rest for the evening in the Deadland Bogs, rest taking you, falling into your trance, your mind wanders to your past, things that have transpired, things have shaped and sculpted you into the person that you're pursuing, trying to become. And it brings you back to your time of first waking back up, coming out of your comatose state, reeling at how much time has passed, and we'll come back to that moment.
Okay.
Nessa, you're nearby. Having watched over him for a while, hearing what transpired after you departed from him as he continued to pursue his skirmishes on the plane of fire, you hopped around to multiple planes of existence with your father, getting some father-daughter bonding time. Hopped around, went back to the material plane, re-cemented yourself, but hearing of a tragic event that transpired and leaving your friend and ally in such a state. You made your way back to watch over him a bit, and his home was more than welcome to let you back in. And as you've already been awake for a while. We'll probably say you've been acclimated, you've been briefed on what has been transpiring recently. You've re-robed, probably had a bath in your chambers, acclimated.
Have I seen her yet?
I would say yes. You were probably swarmed upon your awakening, and others were quick to get to business with you, making sure you were okay, but still informing you. You didn't really have an opportunity to jump in there and engage, but there was a moment for eyes to lock, to acknowledge each other's presence and that you are here.
So we've been waiting for the commotion to die down.
Yeah, and this has been kind of the first moment for you, especially to have a moment alone since you've woken up.
Okay.
I would knock on the door.
Okay, like,
You go to do that, and you reach with your missing arm.
oh yeah.
Oh,
Ooh. Stupid. He'll open the door.
she'll immediately hug him.
He's kind of taken
Embraced.
back, and then one arm around you.
And I'll look at your missing arm. Does it hurt?
Not anymore. No. It's kind of numb, actually.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. You told me many times that I was pushing too far, and, well, look at where we ended up.
If I'd have been there, though, I feel like maybe I could have done something, healed you in some way.
Don't blame yourself. You came back.
I was worried when I heard, and I thought maybe I could do something, but these past few weeks I've just been... I feel like I've been wandering around your castle, just looking for things to do.
Did you find anything?
I did. Can we talk?
Yes. Do you want to do it here, or do you want to get out of here?
It's up to you.
I have a fun place I could show you.
If you're feeling up to it.
I can fly. Effortless. Here at least.
You just have to think.
Nope.
All right.
It's a tower. It's not too far off. Found it when I was a young man. Still am, but
Younger.
younger. Yes.
Right. Okay. You lead the way.
All right. I'll take off flying. I'll take her to that wizard's tower that I discovered.
Sneaking out a little bit, as you probably have a higher level of guarding as of right now, though most people couldn't take you. Your father still insisted, but it's easy enough to escape out of here. There's no wards necessarily keeping you in this space. And with a quick shift of perception of gravity, you are off in the direction towards the lone tower that you discovered so long ago. Doesn't take too long for you to get there. Arriving, Nessa, your first time seeing this facility. It is a wide structure of land that is just floating in the space, as most chunks of rock are in this plane. And a large wizard's-like tower that defies the laws of physics and gravity. It moves upwards, but then makes a hard right angle turn and jets out to the side, and then back up, and then curves at an unnatural diagonal angle, and then has an offshooting room in multiple different directions. It is odd and bizarre, and even for this plane of existence, unusual in its architecture. This is not oh my god, I'm blanking on your home name. Aramir.
Aramir, yeah.
This is not the architecture of the city of Aramir, which is like sweeping, grand. There's a lot of artistry and a lot of emotion that is evoked from these designs. This is off-putting and unnerving in its shape.
Why do I feel like Frognan would love this place?
I was actually thinking of offering it to him as a gift.
How?
No one's claimed it. It's been here a long time. I don't think anyone's coming back for it. He will kind of noticeably, he'll kind of pull the ring off of his finger, and he'll place it on a rock outside before he walks through the threshold.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Is there anything magical about the threshold?
Magical? I suppose there are still some protective wards in place here. This place was one of the few places I could get any privacy. When you're in a position like I am, it's one of the downsides. Someone's always watching. But here, get away from all that.
I can understand why you like it then. I'll walk through the threshold.
Stepping through, this space clearly has been uninhabited for quite some time. And where dust would normally settle, it kind of just hangs in the air in here. With whatever light kind of breaks through in this space. It's probably actually dusk at this point, as you probably woke up during the day, and evening has fallen over what range of evening can happen in the plane of air. But bits of like twilight and light are breaking through, heightening those rays that break into the space. Twisting unnatural stairs that climb up along the side of the wall, stretch upwards and flatten out onto this area and then go directly upwards. It definitely took advantage of the aspect of no gravity in here to design this space, but it was definitely designed by someone else. Shelves of cobwebs and ignored books have been left here. Crates and sacks that have had long since been abandoned of rotting food that is completely and totally decomposed, having no scent anymore. It's been...
What was this place?
I imagined it belonged to a wizard of some kind. Perhaps he pushed too far, or simply got lost. This place is infinite. Let me see if it's still here. Hold on 1 second. And he'll kind of like rummage back behind some crates, and he'll pull out a bottle of wine.
Classic hat.
Here you go.
Thanks.
So what's on your mind?
I have some questions
Right.
about what happened. What do you remember?
Well, Dordonato and I decided to push in through the gateway to the Plane of Fire. They had an outpost just inside. And we figured if we striked that, they'd have a hard time sending troops through to the Plane of Air, as they wouldn't have an outpost there. And we could drive them back from there. So, we pushed in, and once we got there, something felt off. I don't know, when you arrive with a hurricane, you'd think it might be a little intimidating, but fire just started to rain from the skies, plummeting through that hurricane. Enemies poured out of that keep, and they didn't stop. I tried to make it back to Dordonato before the hurricane began to dissipate and break apart. I could see bits of him inside, the different elemental beasts, everything fighting giants and every manner of creature in the Plane of Fire. At that point, I rushed back, and that's when I felt it. There's a shift in the wind, so subtle, but it shifted westwards, and that's when a ray of magic hit me in the shoulder, and my arm vanished into ash.
You didn't see what hit you?
No. I don't know what it was.
The language of the magic, you've seen magic like this before when you and the party were deep underground helping Frognan's family. It sounds like some sort of disintegration.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar to that of like what the Beholder was casting. Now, there is also just a spell as well. It doesn't necessarily mean it was a Beholder, but it's similar to that type of magic. It sounds familiar to something you've encountered in the past.
Mm-hmm. How did you survive that? It was just your shoulder. That seems...
I don't know. If my father was involved, maybe he pulled a punch. I'm still working out the theories in my own mind. I just remember an endless wave of enemies I was fighting to get back to the gate. And when I fell through it, that's when everything went black. And I guess Dordonato didn't make it.
That's what I've heard.
Have you spoken to the Arverlane?
I haven't been able to get in contact with them. I called upon Lunaris to try and find out what happened. And that's why I wanted to talk to you.
I'm sure she was helpful.
She seemed to be missing some pieces. But she mentioned some sort of shadow. And I wondered if you knew anything about it. I mean, you are all about shadows.
Yes.
But
what kind of a shadow?
she sent me a vision. It was flame colliding with stone, and the light at the heart of Dordonato was taken by shadow. Snuffed out, almost.
A flame colliding with shadow. Or no, flame colliding with stone, is what you said.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like everything we experienced. As for the shadow,
Do you know, maybe they infiltrated somehow your sovereignty? Maybe you felt something?
I haven't felt anything since I lost it in that fight. I haven't tried, if I'm being honest. It was so new, I hadn't I thought it was gone. You seem worried, Ness.
I don't know. I'm confused by what happened. I'm just trying to piece it together. I feel like there's a threat out there that we're not aware of. Especially if things are attacking you with that kind of magic.
I have my own theories. I don't want to think this way, but my father could have been involved. That new threat in the plane of air has him spooked. Could have been something to do with that as well.
Do I get the vibe that he's being genuine with me?
You can go ahead and roll an insight check. Persuasion, deception, or you don't have to roll. It's your choice. But whatever, if you do roll, whatever number you get, we'll contest.
Really bad.
I almost want to give you advantage.
Okay.
Just because you know him. you know him pretty well.
Pretty bad, too.
Okay. Ugh, I can't find my abilities.
It has been a minute for
I
you.
know.
So
Yeah.
go
Oh, here we
go
go.
ahead,
Thank you.
No rush.
Thank you very much. All
Yeah.
right. 26.
22.
Okay. I will let you, Kylus. Does she discern anything? Are you being honest, upwards and up front?
Trying to figure out like how to describe this.
The layers.
The layers.
Like a cake.
When Kylus lies, there isn't a tell. Doesn't give anything away. But when he's telling the truth, he does have tells. So when he lies, it's almost too calm, too collected.
Mm-hmm.
The lack of a tell is a tell.
Yes.
Oh.
And that's what you're picking up on through elements of the story.
Nesta stands and floats a few paces away, and when she turns to him, she seems less glowy than before. What aren't you telling me?
What do you mean? I've told you everything that I know.
I don't think you have. And Lunaris, she warned me of something.
What did your goddess warn you of?
Are you being honest with me?
You know, your goddess is quite meddling.
You're deflecting.
Kind of turn his back for a moment.
As you turn your back, you catch your reflection in the window. Just looking it over. Your new form, you haven't had many opportunities to look at it. And as you're pondering things, you look at it. You see the moment where your eyes connect. But you swear your reflection was looking at you before you looked at it.
He'll slowly turn back around. What are you asking me, exactly?
I'm asking you, what happened? What did you do?
Nesta, true change in this world, lasting change, requires sacrifices. And well, our dear friend Ordonado unfortunately had to be one of those.
I'm sorry. Who... and you felt you were the one to make that call?
Yes,
Why?
because I was the only one willing to do anything about it. Besides, this is just one small step in what's to come next.
What's to come next?
You could come with me. I could show you.
You're trying to be a god,
I've been quite clear about that.
and I've been clear about where my allegiance lies.
With your goddess.
His voice has an echo to it now.
I thought you were changing.
I was. I am. From the space in his arm, shadow just kind of begins to like pour out like water, and it forms an arm. I'm still changing. I want to make you an offer to come with me. We can change the world. You saw what you and I did over those few months together against the plane of fire. We were unstoppable together. And as much as your goddess likes to tip her hand and warn you, she didn't tell you exactly, did she, how your father made it back?
No.
Nesta, there's a buzzing in the back of your head. Something that you've been all too familiar with for a good chunk of your life. In every dangerous scenario, this presence has been there. You have learned it to be your mother now. This watching, guiding, warning sign of something incredibly dangerous staring at you.
I'm gonna start floating toward the door.
Do you want to know the truth? Or do you want to run from it? Back to your goddess, back to mommy? Or do you want to know who it was that defied fate, that your goddess was all too happy to let happen? To let your father's life, after being reunited with his daughter, go to waste, outside of some vault that had already been ransacked.
If you're trying to tell me that you had something to do with it, and you're making it seem like you're something beyond what was meant to happen, or like you were doing me a favor.
I did what I thought was right,
Right.
and I'd do it again. I'd save your father, Renguin's sister, again and again, because it's the right thing to do.
If you truly believe that, then that's I think there's still a chance for you. You don't have to be... Maybe it's too late.
You don't see it, do you? What she's done to you. Linaris, she's made you a tool. She's labeled you a tool, her blade. And you're so happy to accept it. When all she's done for you your entire life was leave you alone. She took your mother, she took your friends, she took Owil, and then she was happy to let your father die as well.
She didn't do any of those things.
But she could have stopped it. She could have done something about it.
That's like asking the wind to stop blowing. She didn't change anything that wasn't meant to happen. That's the course of how nature works.
Who do you think decides that course? Who do you think labels it fate and destiny?
You?
No, the gods. If everything is truly fated and destined to be, they have guided your life to be useful to them. And they've taken anyone away from you that could have pulled you off of that path.
I have to go.
Go back then. Continue to be her tool. Continue to live alone. Or come with me. And if we can alter the world together, we can truly make everyone free.
That isn't free. I cared for you. We wouldn't have been alone. You'll be on your own now, though.
And where will you go? Back to your temple?
Yes.
To what? Help people? Kill people for her? People that she deems dangerous.
I have a duty to uphold. I have people to protect.
And you can do that without her. You can just be Nesta. You don't have to serve her.
No. I'm not just Nesta. I'm the Grand Prism.
And when she puts the Grand Prism in my path, what then? Will you cut me down with that sword of yours?
Will you cut me down with that shadow of yours?
If I must. I can't stop now. It's all in motion.
I will stop you.
You have a strong will, Nesta. But you can't contend with me. Can you make an intelligence saving throw?
Fuck yeah.
Silver barbs.
Excuse me?
So I think
the new
the new
rules?
rules as it stands,
Yeah.
a reactionary spell can't be cast if you're currently casting a spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was it again? It was a
Intelligence.
22.
22 is the DC.
It's weird, I'm not the DM. Suddenly.
For a moment, any light in the space just begins to, and shadow begins to close in. You succeeded, you still take half damage.
That son of a bitch!
you take 22 points of psychic damage.
The fuck, man?
Is that cut in half already?
Yes.
Okay. As that moment happens, Nesta, that buzzing in your head is clear. Get out.
I'm going to take my celestial form.
Wings out.
Shadow wings out.
Wings out.
And I'll summon the double-bladed scimitar.
Are we going into combat?
Yeah.
I think we're going into combat.
I'm going to fly away.
I'm gonna chase you.
Are we going to go into a chase?
I think so.
You're
Okay.
really coming after me, man? Fuck you. I'll take my sword.
Are you going to stand and fight?
Yes, I will.
Everything in the back of your head is buzzing, but you ignore it. You push it to the side. Fight or flight kicks in, and you feel that moment and know if you turn your back on this person, you're fucking dead. You need to stand your ground. You turn and face this opponent in front of you. I need both of you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Nesta, you're more than welcome to give yourself advantage. I haven't been giving the blessing to anyone else. 5.
14.
You're going first.
That sounds about right for Nesta. Nesta, you are up. What do you do?
Dear gods. I will summon my blade. God damn it. I've not done this forever.
I know, you kind of...
It's all good.
Welcome back. Have a fight.
Okay.
The winds begin to rage outside, rattling the shutters inside this space. As the glass begins to reflect off the form, you just see multiple versions of Kylus with this sickening grin across his face. As if he's enjoying this.
God, I hate
But when
this.
you look back at him, he's dead set serious. The mask not slipping.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I will. God damn it. Where's my
Take
freaking
your
cool
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have...
You got a lot going on.
You do.
Hey, gang. My name's Brittany. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been almost a year.
She's been on baby duty for quite some
have.
time.
All right. Crimson Starlight.
Yep.
She's always here.
Blade is summoned. Do you summon it through your new sword?
Yeah.
Crimson Starlight appears next to you, ready, and that all too familiar feeling,
Okay. I
like an old friend betraying you.
Classic Lunaris' tool.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to place Crimson Starlight right next to you. And then I'm going to just go for a attack with my... Because forgive me. Crimson Starlight is
Spiritual weapon.
spiritual weapon. Thank
Spiritual
you. And
weapon.
then I still have my sword, right? In my
Yes.
hand. Thank you. Great.
Yeah, so you've used your bonus action to summon it. As part of that summoning, you can also make your swings against Kylus.
I will do that.
Yeah, and with Crimson Starlight, in this new form, you're actually able to swing twice with Spiritual Weapon.
Yes. And I will use my action surge to cast Twilight Sanctuary.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll split it up a bit. Twilight Sanctuary's up. Action surge.
Forgot how much of a badass she is.
Yeah. Wings out. Summon.
Why couldn't you join me?
She's kind of like dual wielding the blades, and the blade goes flying out of her left hand, rocking towards you. Go ahead and make your 2 strikes with Crimson Starlight.
Excellent. Thank you.
So 2 strikes with your spell casting roll.
Thank you. Okay. That's... Okay. Sorry.
The wind.
I know the wind is very
It's
cool.
howling.
I cranked up the weather to like max.
Okay. Where is everything? And the thing is, like, I don't know how to work this on the phone. I'm always on my
you're used to the
iPad.
iPad.
I know.
Here, I can kind of swing over and take a look with you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, gang. Help. Okay.
Okay, so if you go... So it's actually, I think it's easier if you just go to your spells, because it functions the exact same way your spell does, but you
Gotcha.
get to roll twice.
Cool.
So Spiritual Weapon, which will be 2nd level.
Mm-hmm.
So Spiritual Weapon, So, and it's going to be so
That was a
up
dirty
top
20.
here. So plus the 10.
Great. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
I'll hit.
Great.
All right.
Love to see it.
Go ahead and roll damage. I think additionally you crit on like 19s and 20s with this.
Oh, excellent.
Not on a dirty 20.
Yeah, not
so if you roll a
dirty. Yeah,
natural
yeah,
20 or a natural 19, you will crit.
Okay, with the spiritual weapon, that was a 10. And then with my sword, that's... cannot find it.
That'll be back towards your actions.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm probably disappointing Zach so much right now.
You can stuff it.
Zach's probably like, I need to run in there right now.
I know. He's like, we should have
Yeah,
prepped.
and then
I didn't know I was
it'll
going to
be
fight
plus
you.
10,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
We didn't know we'd be
I know.
doing a scene.
That's true. I
Yeah.
did kind of blindside both of you.
That's all right. 22 to hit with my handheld sword.
Okay.
I assume that hits.
Yes.
And then 10 from Crimson Starlight.
Okay.
Okay. So it sounds like one of the Crimson Starlight hits,
Mm-hmm.
and then another one from your normal
From
sword.
my normal sword, yeah.
Okay.
So that's 20 points total.
20 points of damage. Okay.
Do you get 2 attacks because you're a fighter?
Do I?
Because I think if you have both of those out,
If you're over
you
fifth
get
level, I think she does get
yeah,
two
because
attacks.
you've leaned into 5th level
You're right,
fighter
I
by
have,
now.
yes.
So you essentially get 4 attacks every turn, so long as you burn your bonus action and your action.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will attack again with
Yes.
the...
This will be with like
Yeah.
the actual blade in your hand.
Oh, that's another 22.
That'll hit.
So three attack rolls hit.
Excellent. That's 12 points of damage.
12.
Thank you. So yeah, and then
How much damage have we resolved?
I believe it was 20, then 12, so 32.
You've taken 32 points?
Yes.
Okay. God damn, nicely done. Unloading, you dodge out of one of them, but you forgot she's not just a caster. She's been honing her martial abilities for some time now. And takes 2 quick strikes with her blade. You were used to the casting of Crimson Starlight. You were used to that, but her martial prowess has improved. You're not focusing on anything.
No.
Okay.
When that last blade strike hits me, I'll use my reaction to make an attack against you.
Okay.
31.
that hits.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're still in action, yeah.
I'm going to smite and use the Blood Fury tattoo.
Go ahead. Reminder, you resist radiant and necrotic damage.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Being an ASMR.
Okay. So I'm going to separate the necrotic damage. So that'll be the 66. Or no, 46, sorry. So that'll be 21 points.
Cut in half.
Cut in half to 10.
10. You take 10 points of necrotic damage.
And then you'll take 41 points of force and
Thunder, I think.
force and thunder. Yeah.
41 total. Holy
And
moly.
slashing.
All right.
So yeah, 41 plus 10, so 51 in total.
As the scimitar strikes against you, a blast of lacerating wind erupts from the front of it, striking across your body.
Ah!
I mean, yeah. That was your reaction.
Yeah.
As your turn is coming to an end, you have Twilight Sanctuary up, so you can roll for your temporary hit points.
Thank you, I will do so.
And Kylus, you're up.
Okay.
Unless you would like to backpedal a bit. You can walk away a bit from some of this, though I will say you've moved like 15 feet in, so whatever many feet, you could move that much back. He's already used his reaction to swing at you, so he can't swing again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll move back.
Yeah. You backpedal another 15 feet.
And I'll heal 12.
You heal 12 damage.
It's a shame it's come to this.
It doesn't have to come to this. You're the one doing this.
I can't have you warning the others. I still have a part to play.
So you're gonna kill me to keep me from telling the others?
It seems that way.
Wow.
Wow.
The buzzing in your head is still present.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that is a 9.
Oh dear.
Only, so I might actually miss. Plus 16. 25.
25 to hit.
That hits.
I'm just gonna roll all these at first and then I'll
Resolve damage.
damage
Yeah, yeah.
afterwards. That is only a 22.
22. That is my AC.
Oh.
Oh no, sorry, A1. 21 is so.
21.
Still,
Okay.
still hits you.
Why did I think you had like 30?
That's Maverick.
That's a 2. So that last attack will miss. But I'll use my bonus action for another one. That will hit. Okay, so 3 attacks.
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna use a smite as well.
Oh my god, you're gonna kill me.
You're smiting on this one?
Yes.
Okay.
No!
Please roll me percentile dice.
No, god, no. Okay. $86.
86. As this explosion of your smite comes off, a hand, spectral, catches, pushing it off to the side as
Okay.
Lunaris intervenes.
Hey,
Okay.
mama!
I'm gonna re-roll the damage because I just rolled it off.
Totally, that's totally fine,
Okay.
yeah.
So, taking off the smite
Taking off the smite attack.
and 1 attack? Okay.
Yeah, it's the smite and one attack. Whichever one was the smite, she was like,
Got it.
even with that, there's still the buzzing.
Yep, no, I'm gonna get out of here, man. We outie.
You have to roll an 85 or higher.
Ooh! That's the one.
71 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm done.
Unconscious.
The last attack, he'll like stab you in the gut.
Shit.
If you could, when you move beyond this place, offer a warning to your goddess. Tell her not to meddle anymore. Unless she wants to lose that voice of hers. He'll pull the blade out and push you to the ground.
Oh my god.
And I'll shake the blood off and the blade will disappear back into shadow. And in that moment, he'll kind of be looking down at you. And golden light will extend down the shadowed arm. He'll go over to her, and he will reverse the flow of life and stabilize her.
Okay.
And then he'll walk out the door. Before he places the ring back on, I use my last spell slot to cast one more spell. I will contact Otherworldly being, and I will reach out to Nesta's mother. If you really care about her, keep her out of my path. And I'll put on the ring and fly back.
Is in that moment, this vision, this dream, as it was specifically connected to Kylus's dreams and memories, will fade. We'll chat a little bit about what just transpired here.
Come back to play D&D.
Don't blindside me!
I would like to get everyone else back into the room, and we will swap back over and continue forward from there.
Ah!
I'm gonna get you!
It's been so weird sitting on knowing what you were going to be trying to do and also knowing what he was going to be trying to do. I was like, I just want them to kiss. Because you both have been chatting with me about like
I'm not
kind of
gonna
what
be
you were going to do during this flashback. And I was like, oh my God.
I'm not gonna be safe on the break.
All right, let's see if we can get everyone else back. And welcome back.
Everything is awesome.
Nothing happened. We had a bit of a dream, a bit of a nightmare maybe.
I knew all along.
We're all in this together.
Oh God, just no. As everyone else continues their rest.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. Who do I want to start with?
Me.
Cognan?
Pick me.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sure I have some gummies.
Don't worry, you can just sit there and take this.
Oh my God.
There you go.
But lock
Where have
something
I
in
heard
him.
that recently?
That was with you and Dominic last night.
Kevin, I did no such thing. Yeah, I think you were with her. And I was with you.
That's where it's from.
Frogman. In the depths of your slumber, as you chew on gummies in your sleep,
Just like a bit of bog.
Just nom.
Bog slime.
it really doesn't dissolve like at all. It's like gum. It's the eternal gum. You let that darkness take you, finding a bit of rest, letting the ache and pain in your body.
It's okay. My best friend's here. He'll protect me.
Yeah,
I got you.
has you. You feel that lull, that drift into darkness.
Jack.
Necknand?
A thrum. A heartbeat. And you wake. And you're in darkened halls. Shadowed gray stone. Branching up the sides. Worked stone. Architecture unfamiliar? No, familiar. You've seen this before. Fuck, where have you seen this before? Now's not the time. Emboldening blue flames lighting up on sconces, descending down a hallway. You stand there. What do you do?
Yeah, I'll start traversing through.
Your footsteps echoing through these halls. Though it is a singular path, a corridor. It never bends, it never turns. There's no other path. Just singular walking forward.
Huh? Woohoo!
As you flip through the air and collect coins, you land, celebrating, and in front of you is a massive wall. A stone door, worked stone again, with the depiction of a large, not a painting, but a sculpting into this door. You see,
Large to what scale?
very large to you, probably about 25 feet high, and about 45 to 50 feet across. It's a wide space, but it meets the either end of the hallways. In the center, you see broken apart, almost like something that's been shattered. Bits of what looks to be like stones or maybe light. It's hard to tell exactly what the intention was, especially with the material of what was being worked with. In the center there, at the bottom, is an undescribable mass. Something growing, shifting, changing, and even looking at it, it's hard to observe. But it's just a sculpture. What? It hurts. You move along. Up at the top, what appears to be 2 young children hand in hand, one with a wing out from the right side of their back, another with another wing, bat-like on the left, angelic and feathered on the right. On the right side, you see the visage of a woman who has 8 different circled rings coalesced into her fingers, spinning them, holding them. And on the left-hand side, you see a man with scales shifting into balance, adjusting. And at the edges of this depiction, you see a massive elk on one side, in the upper right-hand corner. On the left side, you see a blazing phoenix. On the lower right, you see a roiling serpent. And on the lower left, a large tortoise.
These are the Hogwarts elves.
Phoenix, elk, serpent, tortoise. Got it.
As the stone begins to lift and rise, dust pushed out into the space around you, moving forward, an ascending bit of steps to an elevated platform, and a throne. A large throne. But this one's complete, this one's done years ago, when you had just made your way out of Voxstrom. You had stumbled upon an island where you met Sin. And there was a throne, detached, fallen, broken apart. This is it, but completed. And sitting upon it is a young child. Perfectly straightened black hair, almost designed like a bowl cut.
Gross.
Yeah. It's unusual, the look. Blackened robes and pulling over cloths and cloaks decorate them, and on their left, branching out, is a bat wing on their left side. And they were kind of looking up, and looks down to you. Also not who I expected.
Did I see either of these 2 children before when I died?
Nope.
Sick.
No, when you died, the person who greeted you, or who was preparing to greet you, was a wildly different visage, a black chariot drawn by skeletal horses, and a man missing a face dressed in immaculate clothing.
I thought there was a child.
Ringwin saw the child.
Ringwin saw the child.
I had COVID that day.
I was in a video call with
That
that
was a
person.
hallucination.
Child.
The child.
Okay.
I had to see the child.
Okay. Rewinding.
It's rubber.
Yeah.
It's rubber. It was rubber all along.
But that'd be a deep cut.
Where's your other half?
Shattered.
Why?
Nothing.
Because of nothing? That's sad.
You accepted that rather quickly. You were built for faith.
I just wonder if there's a way to make you whole again.
There might be. Why do you want to make me whole?
I don't
What if
know.
I kill you? What if I kill your sister? Your mother? Your father? You wanted to fight death so badly. You wanted to control it, manipulate it, bend it to your will. You know what I am. Why would you seek to bring death back?
I do. I do know what you are. I think as much as one can know their alternate paths in life. But there's a new piece, I think, over the past year I've kind of come to. Rooting in Laminsa like I have. Death.
Laminsa will be dust. Gone. Everything will be dust and gone.
In time. But the new perspective I've gained, why everything's changed, I think, is that I realize that death is not the end. If you are death, if your counterpart is the balances of fate, then it's another adventure separated from the life you had known. But if you live your life strong enough and true enough and follow your path, then in some ways death makes you deathless. And that's kind of a new curiosity. And besides, I know you speak harshly, maybe for a reason. How much am I aware that this is a dream?
Is it?
Okay.
Okay.
And maybe you're real, maybe you're not,
Thank you,
but regardless, it hurts me to see someone in pain and incomplete. And if your story is ruptured, I'd like to help.
You will never see the completion of your help if you were to attempt it. If by some mortal intervening miracle I were to somehow be pieced back together, along with my partner, and my mother, and my father, you would be long gone. You would never see it.
From this life.
How do you know? What happens if I come back? What cosmos that has been created in the remnants of my body and my blood would still remain if I were pieced back together?
If I'm important enough that you deem it necessary to visit me, then clearly you must not be that far removed from this cosmos.
Your curiosity has piqued my interest. It's why I've dived ever so slightly into this conversation. But I've come here with something else. And we'll never speak of this again. I bring this to you because you trust implicitly.
Yeah. You can trust me.
To cut a long story very short, amongst my shattering and amongst being taken by nothing, I put to sleep our pets. 4 of them. You saw them on the way in here. The upper and lower corners of that tableau. I hid them so nothing could find them. And they bear a spark of me in them. And in this attempted eternal sleep, or something that I had hoped for, these primordials dreamed. And in their dreams of flame, and wind, and earth, and water, space was created. Structure was formed in a dreamlike space. Entities and life were brought to realization in actuality and in concept, all at the same time. They both exist and are unexisting. What should happen if one of them were to awaken?
Then we'd awaken the others as well. Find that balance again, make them whole.
I don't think you fully grasp what I've just said. They dream an existence of earth, fire, water, and wind, both existing and unexisting in this space. What happens to a dream when you wake up?
We're all impermanent, I get that. But like I said, that's why I don't fear death like I once did, is there's always something next. You said nothing happened to your counterpart, but nothing doesn't exist, in my opinion. There's always something.
That's the speech of someone on the material plane, where my mother and father actually created something. Something that existed even when they left. I speak in puzzles, I speak in riddles. It is a habit of mine. I like to play. A primordial is awakening, and they were never supposed to. Your friend, Hylas, is going to lose everything. His home is fake. His father is false. His counsel, the winds, aren't real. Hylas is not real. He is the projection of an imagination of a primal elemental deity whose subconscious is continuing in its sleep. But that subconscious is awakening. And when it wakes up, they will all be gone. And it will have nothing to do with me. They will not die. They just won't be.
Okay. So, I guess.
It's got a high heart rate warning.
Yeah.
I'm working out.
My watch was just like, calm down. I was like,
You just lost 500 calories.
I have a comment and a question. The comment is, if his end is nigh, and you are so far removed, and these primordials are so out of our control that there is nothing to do about it.
Did I say that? I came here with a warning.
So that brings me, I guess, to my question. What are you asking of me?
I'll cut to the chase. I want you to put the deity of wind back to sleep. Put to sleep a god. And I'm not talking about Lunaris. I'm talking about something more powerful, more ancient, that was around far before any god you worshipped on this plane of existence. If you accept, I will show you the Chamber of Sleeping, where one of these entities reside. And I will give you a spell. The spell of cosmic slumber. You will need help, as it is beyond ninth circles.
Okay, so just to repeat this back to you. There's a primordial god that will awaken and throw our material plane out of balance. In doing so, Kylus, his world, and everything he's ever known and loved will unbe.
Now you grasp it.
But all hope is not lost. Because you've, for some reason, deemed me worthy to be your recipient of
As
cosmic
you
slumber.
Trust implicitly. I needed someone who wouldn't just wake up and go about their day.
I mean, yeah.
My faith in that diminishes with every word you say.
Don't take uncommon vernacular for lack of dedication.
My apologies, I am unfamiliar with the mortal ways.
Do me, baby.
The walls shake. We will have to do this another time.
Okay.
When I have a chance to reach to you. Do not speak of me.
Can I have a token of yours?
No. You do not want nothing. I have to sleep once more.
I'll speak not, but I wish you whole once again.
We'll see in time. The walls. As you wake up suddenly. Both you and Kylus waking up roughly around the same time.
Hey, buddy.
Kylus shoots up and he is like sweating.
It's okay. I'm here. I got you.
He kind of just takes a moment, looks at his hand, and it's like
Still burns.
shaking. Yeah. Quite a spell you had.
Yeah, I mean, I normally snuggle up to Wolfie, but like,
I'm not as furry.
I'll imagine the warmth anyways.
You want to get outside for a minute?
Oh, okay.
Take in some of the
Fresh air.
terrible air.
You betcha, buddy.
Sure.
Crickets outside as the evening of the Boglands comes closer. As you guys step outside, I'm going to move into another vision.
Yeah.
Just get
Time for you to get
weird.
mind fucked.
Ryan, go ahead.
Yeah.
That darkness takes you. Sleep, cradling you into some semblance of rest amongst this space, amongst this place, amongst these choices and enemies. Not you.
I'm just looking at you.
No, he looked at me right when I said enemies, so I was like, oh no, I should clarify.
This is a coincidence.
As you're resting, you kind of open your eyes once more and you find yourself in an immaculate, dazzling winter palace. And you're sitting on a cushioned throne. Bedazzled, decorated, grand crystal chandeliers hanging above you, a large circle in front of you, standing amongst the court as instrumental music is playing and dancers dance across this space. And you feel that choking moment for a second, thinking you're back. And someone nudges you to the side and you look, and it's Mavi. Quite the shindig we've set up here, huh? You think you'll actually find a suitor? Before you're tugged on the left-hand side and you look over and there's Nalana. She's not here to play pieces within your game, okay? She can choose whatever it is she wishes to choose. She doesn't have to be here. She can go whenever she wants. Before grabbing your head and tilting up, you see Dark, who just looks down at you. You don't belong here. Run. Before your chin is hit.
Does he have eyes?
He does have eyes right now.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, he got his sight back.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind, my bad.
I
I was like, that's terrifying.
before your chin is held, bringing you forward. And in front of you, with wooden skin, a feminine figure, someone you've met a while ago and grown very close with during your time, a dryad. She kisses you on the lips. Come home. Come home. Come home, as ice begins to crawl across her and the vision shatters and you hear whispered at the edge of your ears the gentle laugh of your mother. You think I didn't know? I know everything about you. And you wake up.
I barf a little more.
There's nothing left.
As you are all taking your moments to process what you're feeling, I'm going to move rapidly to someone else who is asleep.
Your turn.
Fuck up and take notes.
Take notes about your trauma, baby.
This ain't trauma. We've been getting gifts.
Taking
Trauma
notes so
like ding dong, I'm here.
I'm taking notes so I can tell my therapist later.
My fantasy therapist.
Some people's work, this is therapy.
Professor, your darkness pulls you deeper. You don't find the restful sleep that the rest of this team seems to find. Your darkness lingers. Your darkness is pulled deep into the earth, and with gnarled, clawed hands rakes you further and further into the deadland bogs, where the thickets are thicker, the water is murkier, the beasts are more monstrous, before your face is pulled from a cauldron and held by the roots of your hair You look at a beautiful feminine face who admires you. You wanted names. What on earth would you be willing to sacrifice for something so precious? And you are drowning in the cauldron once more. Pulled out, and now it's your mother staring you in the eyes. The scent of that baked pie that she always made, but there's carrion in it. It is crawling in rot and maggots because it is made with her own flesh. As she is missing her left hand, it just slipped into the recipe. You're back in the cauldron, pulled back out. What are you willing to lose for a name? You wake up. All of you are visited by troubles.
Right here in River City.
And that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Shit.
I know it was a little interesting, kind of like moving some pieces around. we were balancing like passing of children as well. So thank you guys for hanging in there. It's great to be back. There's going to be a couple episodes in July that we will be missing. I know I'm having a camping trip. We'll be letting you guys know a little bit more about that as we solidify all those dates and everything. And coming soon, we will be moving our streaming days. We'll be moving over to Wednesday. We'll let you guys know when that happens.
Back to
Officially,
Wednesdays!
It'll be Wednesdays again.
Yay!
Moving back to our original time, and maybe you can swing a trusty old paladin back into the narrative at some point.
Oh, that'd be fucking sick if he's not dead.
If he's not
Yeah,
dead.
he's not dead.
But yeah, thank you
mom
guys
has
so
a
very
golden-
much. We will see you guys here same time, same place. Thank you all.
Can we get in the chat and just ask Dominic like what he drank tonight or ate and what brought this out?
This was amazing.
God damn.
Celsius and water. Have a good night.
Caffeine. God damn.
H2O.